PlayStation 5 is going to focus more on multiplayer games. Single player games are not a dying art, and well, PlayStation 5 is going to focus more on couch co-op games as well. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Monkeyflop here, and today we are indeed talking about the PlayStation 5. We did have some rumor and speculation, but this is actually coming from the chairman of Sony Interactive Entertainment that has suggested the PlayStation 5 will focus more on multiplayer games than the PlayStation 4 has done in the past. If you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit a like, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button, bell notification. Drop an honest comment about how you feel. Give me your feels in those comments. But again, those three things will definitely help the video out and help my channel out. So if you guys want to support me, you know what to do. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, speaking to Business Insider, Sony Interactive Entertainment Chairman Sean Landon spoke about multiplayer games like Grand Theft Auto Online and how he believes there's still a market for fading away features like couch co-op. Landon also mentioned how PlayStation exclusive lineup has been lacking in multiplayer in recent years, which is why Sony's redoubling their efforts with PlayStation 5. One thing that you guys need to realize is that although the PlayStation 3 didn't have a very good start because of the high price tag and the overblown promises, and you know, honestly, the PlayStation Network wasn't all that there in the beginning. Sony decided to focus on single-player games rather than multiplayer games, and because of that, the PlayStation 4 got some awesome titles, such as God of War, Uncharted 4, Marvel Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, Wolfenstein 2, the list goes on and on and on. So, there's no doubt with the PlayStation 4, even though there was a lot of rumor and speculation about single-player games being a dying art, indeed, it just goes to show you that single-player games are not a dying art, and they are here to stay. They are some of the most successful games this console generation. But he did actually mention that, you know, despite the fact that all of these great single-player games are, you know, doing so well, they still want to focus more on multiplayer games because that is kind of lacking in his opinion. And in regards to couch co-op, what he had to say is, I mean, that's a whole category I think the industry needs to look at, Landon said. We have that with sports titles, some racing titles, and not with much else. And I think that speaks to the power of the internet on one hand, but otherwise we might want to revisit that and get more family engagement in gaming experiences. Now, I definitely agree with that, and honestly, the PlayStation 4 has had a few titles that I can think of off the top of my head that have had a great couch co-op experience for the family. Star Wars, namely one. We have some of the Hash Bros, you know, titles that a lot of people seem to love and play. Quiplash is another great couch co-op game. There are a few good couch co-op games, but there's far few in between. And honestly, the people that have actually created, you know, couch co-op within a regular game haven't really done a good enough job to actually convince people to, you know, sit down and grab a second controller and play with their family. A lot of the games focus more on online multiplayer and single player only. So I definitely agree with them, and I hope that with the PlayStation 5, couch co-op definitely becomes a thing. But again, we will have to wait and see. We will definitely have to wait and see. And then he goes on to say, but no, I was referencing more with the thing like GTA 5 Online, or you can look at Call of Duty or Fortnite or any of those experiences. He continued, worldwide studios, like I said, we've been going really heavy into story-driven games, the power of the narrative, big spectacular experiences, but not a whole lot into multiplayer side of things. I think that's an area where we will likely, where you will likely see start to make noise in the next term. Now, when he says the next term, that's where everybody's pretty much saying, okay, the next term, he's definitely saying, definitely meaning the PlayStation 5. So there you go. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now, in my opinion, I definitely agree with couch co-op. I am not 100% agreeing with the focus on more multiplayer games. We definitely do have a lot of really good multiplayer games, to be honest with you. But what Sony's done with single player games has been amazing. And, you know, with some of the titles that are PlayStation exclusive, like I said, God of War, Uncharted 4, Marvel Spider-Man, we have Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5. Those are all, you know, you can only play them on PlayStation, and those are amazing games. And I definitely want to see more single-player games come out in the future on the PlayStation 5, and I believe that there's still going to be a big preference to them. And a lot of people were saying for the longest time that, oh, single-player games is a dying art, it's something of the past, but it's not, because, like I said, Spider-Man, God of War, Persona 5, all of these wonderful single-player games have made their mark in the gaming industry, and honestly, single-player games are here to stay. But Sony has said that they're going to be focusing more and doubling down more on multiplayer games. So I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about that in the comment section below. Do you think that this is going to be a good thing? Do you think this is going to be a great thing? Keep in mind, we do have a lot of third-party publishers that are outside of Sony that are focusing on multiplayer games, such as Activision with like Call of Duty and all of their other titles that they have. We have EA with Respawn Entertainment. We have, you know, so many other third-party companies that are focused on multiplayer games. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that Sony Worldwide Studios should be focusing more on multiplayer games as opposed to single-player games? I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Now, this doesn't mean that single-player games are going to go away. It's not. They're just saying that they are going to be doubling down on multiplayer games. With PlayStation 4, they doubled down on single player games. So we probably might see less single player games come out initially on the PlayStation 5, but we'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, that's actually going to do it for me in this video. Make sure to hit a like, comment down below. Let me know what you guys honestly think. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, bell notification. I will see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome.